Hello everyone, I'm Defudge3004. Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy hanging out with you, so sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So, we found that big ship the last time, and we went over there. It is that green thing right over there. And it's just right above the gun right now, the builder gun. And so we got a bunch of stuff from there, and it was a pretty big ship. There's a lot of stuff that we have to go and get back from there. We'll do that in a quick minute. But for right now, what I wanted to do is we got some things open a while back, and we also got some other things we need to do. So right now, we need to probably look at the launch platform for the rockets. And the vehicle station would be good to build. This is pretty easy stuff to do. And we can also do the ore extractor. These things will really help us out a lot. Help us get a lot more stuff going on. And looks like heat will be going up a little bit. And pressure. We also put in one of these drills not that long ago. A couple of videos ago. So we have that. And do we have the biolab now? Oh, we probably need to build the biolab too. So we have to go back, get some osmium, and we can get some super alloy. Pretty easy. So we ought to go back, do that, get that stuff done. So we have that, and that's going to probably help us out a lot. We got to build a lot of things. That's going to be the fun part. So I think that we should get cracking here in just a minute. Let me just go get a little bit of food. So we have that. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave the space food in there. We need some water. We're not doing very good with water right now. I'll take one of those, and we're going to go out and get some more water. So we're getting ready to have some lakes. I don't know exactly where those lakes are going to be at, but we do have some lakes, and that's going to help out quite a bit. And we also got this biodome put in, and I kept on calling it a biolab, but it's not because we don't have that in yet. But now we can have a storage place down here on this level. We could even have it come back this way if we wanted to. Have it come back as far as we can, and that thing will be okay. We don't have to worry about that moving that flower or anything. So I think we're gonna probably start getting ready to do that. Let's go to Q. Let's go see. We're gonna need, looks like, some osmium and super alloy for these two things. We're going to need osmium for that, and we're going to need super alloy for these two things, and a lot of aluminum. So I'm going to go over there, grab that stuff from where that rocket ship is, or that crashed whatever ship that landed, and let's go see if we can go find some stuff over there. It'd be really good if we could. What I might do is also see about maybe we need a place to be able to get up onto places. Means I'm going to have to grab quite a bit more stuff. We need some more iron and a silicon. We need at least 2 more iron. That way we can build our places as we go, because I put all that stuff away and I wasn't thinking about going over there. Kind of didn't prepare very well. But we're going to go over there. We're going to start getting that stuff picked up, and that's going to help us out quite a bit. We'll have a lot of stuff. That's going to be good, and then maybe we can start really building some things and getting going on that. I was just glad I went over and saw that ship, because now we also know where the osmium is. The osmium is over by that ship, of course. We found that last time, and we also have the drill that we can begin drilling so we can get osmium from over there. That I am sure. That's going to be awesome. That's going to help out a lot, and we can build several of those around and start getting some good stuff happening. Let's get over to that ship and start getting that stuff collected. I'm now over by that ship right here that we saw from way over there, but on the way over, I noticed that I saw something and I didn't know what it was. I'm going to gather some more supplies, and there's an area up there I want to go take a peek at. Let's go see what's up there before we get going too far, because there may be something good up there that maybe we missed or we just don't know about. And it would be good to, always explore an area, make sure that we have everything collected. I just need a little bit of iron and titanium, and we're going to go up there. This is a lot of the stuff that we got out of there, so that's always good. Need 3 iron and 2 titanium. I believe we have that right there. Okay, cool. Now we can go up there and we can, well, hopefully go up there. We'll find out here in a quick minute if we can, so that we can begin getting stuff. But we're gonna definitely gonna go back and see what is, go back and get that stuff gathered. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get up there or not, but I guess it's always worth a try. If we can, it would be good, and I'm hoping that we can. We just won't know until we get over by here to see if there's a way for us to get up there. Doesn't looking like it's really wanted to be too cooperatitious with them. Whoa, too cooperatitious with us right now. So we just may not be able to get back in that area, and I have no idea what we're going to do to get back up there. It'd be nice if we could, go up with our jetpack, but it just doesn't work that way. So I guess we'll just gather stuff here, and we will head back. And there's stuff in that biodome back over that way, or that place that we found where all that osmium is. So we need to go back down there, I think, and gather stuff out of there. But we'll worry about that next time. Or a little bit later, whichever occurs first. Let's take that. We're going to take the aluminum, and we're definitely going to be taking super alloy, because we need a lot of super alloy. That's the one thing that we need the most of. And of course we have some good seeds and everything like that. We have a new suit. Well, we can't really do anything with that suit. We also have rocket engines. There's a lot of stuff that we have to take, but I want to make sure the super alloy is definitely one of them. We can make super alloy pretty easy, but I still want to make sure that, we're still doing okay. I think probably those 2 rocket engines for sure, because that's going to help us out. And I think that we're doing okay otherwise. Let's just go ahead, have a food and a water that we left over here. And let's go ahead and take another one of the iridiums, I think. Maybe that'd be good. Maybe an aluminum, because we don't have a lot of aluminum left. Alright, I'll come back. I'll gather stuff from here. I did leave a place that's back over there, so we can get from this ship to a habitat, and then from there back to our main base. So I'm gonna go back and forth a couple of times, gather up this stuff, build some more chests if I need to, and we'll see if we can get this place cleared out, so that way we can have a lot of stuff and start building those other things. On the way over here, I was paying more closer attention to this area, and if you look, you can see blue spots, and there are some around. Those blue spots is the osmium. So if you need osmium, you now know where to go to find that. And once you have the osmium, then you're good to go to build quite a few other things. So if you know where this place is with the osmium, and the big green ship is up over that way, and we came over this way from our base, then right over this hill I have a little place set up right down over here, and I'll show you what I have. So I was gathering up the super alloy from here. I haven't got all of it, not nearly all of it, good portion of it, but not all of it. And what I gathered was all of this right here. So there's quite a bit of super alloy up on this area. If you're looking for it, you know where it is. It's on the way over as you circle around here to get to that green ship, which is right over there. And you can just take the way right here. Instead of going up to that osmium, you can just follow this ridge right there and go right directly up to the ship, which I did not know. I found that out about 2 trips ago, or at least a full trip ago, so that way I know where it is and how close it really is. It's really close if you do it like that, instead of having to pass by the osmium and all of that stuff, and you can get up there a lot easier. Just trying to take different ways so I can learn my way around this area, because that's going to help out when we are exploring a little bit later, or at least so I hope it will. Whoa, look at that. There's another chest right over here as I just dropped down off of that area. That's nuts. What the heck? I never saw this one. Ooh, hey, look, good stuff. Okay, well, I'll be coming back to this one for, well, Holy moly. Yes, I'll be coming back to this one. This is a good one. It's just right up there with the ice that we went up to that ship the first time. Didn't even know this thing was here. That's crazy. So I just happened upon the right place and stumbled across one of those new, kind of like the golden chests, like one of my subscribers said. Yes, that's what they are. They hold better stuff, and they're not built as like the other golden chests are with a little bit more stuff. They're just like the normal chests, but they hold a lot more quality stuff. I'll worry about gathering up the rest of that stuff a little bit later. Let's go take some titanium and some iron, and let's go see if we can build a rocket launch platform. We just need to find a good place to put it, because it's, as you know, they're kind of fairly large. So what I like to do is find a place that's maybe out of the way, but close by, so that way we can get to it a little bit easier. And I don't know if we're gonna find a place up here or anything. It doesn't look. What the heck? How long has this Osmium been up here this whole time? Well, that's just unique. I did not even know the Osmium was up here. That's crazy. It could have been buried, but I don't think so. This is right behind our base. Holy moly, there's a lot of it up here, too. Well, I guess we could have found Osmium a lot earlier, but you know what? That's okay. Because if we have it here, then we can always get it later. Maybe we can actually set up like a driller back here to potentially get some more Osmium. Oh, there is a place back here. Okay, I did not know that. And there's lots of Osmium here. And it looks like explosives and everything else. I don't think we can do anything with those, but this is a very interesting area. I had no idea that was this. And I still don't know what these are. We're going to have to go find out at some point in time. Looks like it might be the uraninite or whatever. So we'll definitely have to go check that out. And I was totally unaware that that was just on the other side of our base over here. That's totally nuts. Now I need to go get my oxygen refilled, go drop that, and still find a place to put in the launch platform. Yay! Well, I guess we're going to have plenty of osmium now, so that's always good, and that's fine with me. That way we have a bit, and we don't have to worry about trying to find it anywhere. Let me go see if I can find a good place to put the launch platform, and I'll come back once I have a good place. I think I'm going to put the rocket launch platform just down over here, just past our base. And that way we will have it fairly close, but not super de-duper close. Not that it's bad to have it, super de-duper close. But if we can find a good, nice place to put it, that way we can get to it relatively easy, I think that would be good too. Let me just go ahead and stick it, maybe something like that right there. And then we can hopefully launch some rockets from it. And then our base is just right up over there. Okay, so now we have this. And now we should be able to get up either way onto it. And as far as launching, any rockets or anything, we're going to have to see what rockets we can do. We have asteroid attraction rocket, magnetic field protection rocket, and a GPS satellite rocket. So we're going to have to go see by gathering some of that stuff like that, but we're going to have to make sure that we have enough stuff to be able to do that, because I don't want to run out of resources too terribly quick. So we're going to have to set up a driller also somewhere and see what we can get. And my thinking is right in back of our base here would be a good place. So let's go see what we need for that driller first, and then we'll worry about the vehicle station after that. Osmium, the rods. We have osmium, a iridium rod. Okay, and it looks like we're just going to need superalloy, aluminum, and titanium. So that's easy. Superalloy. We are getting low on titanium. We're going to have to go get some more here soon. And then, of course, we have the aluminum. Now, I want to go see what happens if we put this... Let me go check my power before I go doing a whole lot. I want to make sure we do have enough power, because I don't want to run out of things again. That'd be quite bad. We have 139. Probably going to have to put in another nuclear reactor to keep things going, and we can do that pretty easy. So, Q nuclear reactor. Let's go see about putting in another one, and we're going to need that stuff there. I'm not able to build a nuclear reactor because I don't have enough uranium. So we're definitely going to have to go and see about getting some more uranium. But I want to go see about putting in the driller back here because I want to go see what we can get back in this area. If it's something really good that we can get, I think that would be awesome. And ooh, hey. Okay, that looks good. Maybe there'll be some other good things. Again, I don't know what this is, so I don't know if it's just normal rock or what. But there's a ship right there. Didn't even notice that right till right now. Let's go put in this guy. We do have enough power, so we should be okay. Why can't I put this guy in here? Am I missing something, or are we just not able to put him in? We have everything we need. So that's interesting that we cannot put that guy up here anywhere. Okay, but there is a ship right back over here too, and looks like lots more osmium. So what I'm going to do is probably see if I can place that somewhere else, because I'm going to have to, because it won't go up here. And we have another ship to kind of explore that I did not know was here. That's very fascinating. I'm going to have to go see about making some more stuff and see if we can do some more exploring and figuring out what we can do with all of this stuff here, because that's going to be kind of important. I do like this area. I wish I knew that was here earlier, because we could have got some really good stuff. I just didn't really pay attention to the fact that we could get up on here. And I guess what I'm going to have to do is find a place for that driller. We'll see what we can get. We could go back over there, but maybe we need to get some more sulfur. That would be a good place to put it. So I'm going to head over that way, and sulfur's over there and to the left a little bit, and we're going to go see if we can put that in and hopefully get some good sulfur, because I think we're going to need that anyway. And if that can help, then we'll go back. We'll go into that ship behind us in just a little bit, but let me get this driller put in first. Let's go over here and let's go get that guy placed so that we can go and do some other stuff. And I'm thinking maybe right up about in here, just not too far in, but in far enough that we can get it. There is lots of sulfur here, but as we gather it, we're going to need more. So let's just go ahead and see about this. Okay, we can place this here. Good, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, and then he will begin gathering sulfur for us. And if we could put in like a base with like a chest, a large chest, that way we can gather up stuff, I think that would be good too. So let me go ahead and gather up this, make another base up here, so that way we have that, and then we should be good to go. I just have to get this stuff done, so that way we have that. It's going to take a quick minute, but not too terribly long. We'll gather up some of the other stuff a little bit later and get some things done. I just want to go see about that ship as well, which I was totally unaware of. That's pretty awesome that they have this stuff hidden everywhere, right in plain sight. That's a little sneaky, but it works. It works. That's cool. I like that part. That's amazing. So I got that chest put in, and I got 2 of the sulfur out of the driller already. I also have a little place down over here, so that way if we need it, we can always come to it real quick and, you know, head off from there. So now I'm going to head back. We're going to go see about getting into that ship. I'm going to gather a few little bit of food and water, and then we're going to go see what the heck that one ship holds. I really like it when they surprise us with stuff like that. That's pretty awesome, and the fact that it's just right up there on the top is pretty doggone awesome, and I wouldn't never even know if it was up there because until I went up there and I just didn't even know. That's pretty amazing. All right, let's go back up behind us. I need to get 2 more titanium to be able to build a place, just so we can store stuff up here and not have to fly, down all the time. And then we can, have a nice little place up here to store stuff in. Because all I got to do is get 2 pieces of titanium, which generally is not too terribly hard. And it looks like there's also super alloy up here too. Maybe not as much, but there is still some up here. And that's good. Okay, Q will build a place up here as well. And we'll put that right here, maybe right over here by the ship. And then we'll have a nice place to go to put stuff in. So it's cool that there's osmium up here. I really did not even know that that was up here at all. And looks like there may be more stuff back over here. Okay, just basically the side of the ship, and that's fine. Now let's go see what the inside of here holds. And let's go see what we can find. I don't know if it's going to be overly big or not, but we'll find out for sure here in a quick minute. Huh. Lavatory and all that stuff, huh? That's cool. We can't unbuild it or anything, but it does look like there are some cool things in here. It's a ladder going up. We're going to have to take that ladder up, of that I am sure, and it doesn't look like anything's going to be unbuildable in here. We'll take that rocket engine, and it's like aluminum. That will get us our next generator. Ooh, bioplastic. Nice. And water, of course. There's a Nolna. Let's go up top, and let's go see what's up here. Not much to go to, so we're just going to have to do this little area here. There we go. There's a place. Okay, if our information are correct, this planet should be filled with new tech that can make us all rich. This planet seems to hold some kind of terraformation tech with loads of high-quality materials. Approaching the planet. Wait, what is that? They have a protective system, aborting landing process, aborting landing process. A smuggler. Okay, so we also probably need to get the messages screen, because I kind of forgot about that too until I saw that right now. We'll take that blueprint and we'll do some exploring in here. Let me just go and have an oxygen real quick. We can break those guys down, and looks like that's just going to take one of the fusion reactor cells. Ooh, hey, explosive powder. We got that early this time. They did make some changes to where some things were also going to be coming earlier in the game, so that makes it a little bit easier too, and that's good. We'll go and take that, and I think I'll take the aluminum. We can get iridium. I'm not terribly worried about that. And right now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and we'll take explosives. I do have some back at the base. And let's go and take a Nolna this time, so that way we have that. And then we can go see about getting some other stuff done. Maybe we can see about getting some things planted or not, but we'll just have to go see, because I don't know. Oh, look at that, more chests. Cool, so it looks like we can get a little bit more stuff. There's another Lerma. We're going to need that. I didn't know these. Holy moly. Whoa, man, look at that. I'm going to have that food right there. There's some good stuff in there. Where is this at? It looks like just totally missed that for whatever reason. Wasn't paying any attention. Well, that's cool. It's a good thing I found this place, because, yeah, we would have been not having that stuff. Cool, let's go drop this stuff at our base, and let's go see what we can do if we can get another nuclear reactor built. So that way we have that, and then we should be a lot better off. That's going to help out quite a bit. Let's go and see about putting up this messages screen. We'll put them over here by our mapping screen for now, and then we'll build a proper place a little bit later. But for right now, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, no communication antenna in range, so we're going to have to build a communication antenna, which is this. So we're going to need silicon, titanium, iron, aluminum. We're going to have to go out and get some Oh, there we go. Titanium. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to have to go get that dish put on. Let's go see about coming up here. And because we're not going to be doing probably a lot more, maybe we can put it up on here, maybe. I know it might look kind of funny, but I guess it will work. And it's not going to let us do it up there. It has to be up on a base. So won't work down there. We're going to have to definitely put it up on a place. Maybe, I don't think I'm going to be building upwards on here, so we can put it right up there on that corner right there. Okay, there we go. Now we have the communication antenna up. Now let's go see if there are any more messages before we go back into that ship. And, messages from Central Corporation. This automated message to Convict GP8971L. You have chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition. To get all the charges against you dropped, you must fully terraform the planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress, just like on the original one. So, you're not allowed to leave the planet until the terraformation is complete, just like the other one. So it's just letting us know the same things. Excuse me. Let's go drop a couple things in here. Maybe we'll drop a thing. And then in here, we'll go ahead and drop whatever we need to, so that we can go back in there and go see what we can find in that ship real quick. And let's go do a little bit more, new message received. Nice. Go see what we can find in that ship. I'm hoping, you know, something good. And there's nothing that I think that we can get off of here, but there, oh, I guess there is. The heck? I think that iceberg is a little bit glitched there. Looks like there's a couple of good chests here. Sweet. So now we have some more stuff that we can get. That's awesome. Holy moly, there's a lot there. All right, well, let's go back into here first. Let's get this done so we don't have to worry about this as much. And we do have those two chests right up here. Okay, we can gather up that. I'm going to take the super alloy for sure and the aluminum. There's bioplastic in there too. Nice. We need to get the bio lab done, and then we can make a lot more better stuff. Let's go back up, and let's go see if there's anything that we can do up here. I think that we gathered most of the stuff. Take that, and I'm going to take those. So we have those, and that should be good. The Shenga I'm not as worried about, but we'll take some of the other ones, and we're going to need more silicon anyway. So there we go. This ship is mostly done for right now. I don't know when we're going to be able to complete all the way, but we will work on that in the near future. And I really want to go see about building some of the other stuff that we need as well, so that we can get that done. If we can get that vehicle bay done and the energy that I was looking at to make, I think that would be for the best. Alright, let's go see about putting in this vehicle bay. What we have to do is probably put it down here. It's because we don't have a lot of room up there, and then maybe we can get around a little bit easier. So let's do that, and we're going to turn him ever so slightly like that, so that way he's going out that way. We can kind of put him on the ground just about like that. I think that would be good. It's gonna have to work. So now that we have that, now we can maybe perhaps make a vehicle. So for the vehicle, we're gonna need a couple of rocket engines. We should be able to pin that, and let's go see about making a vehicle real quick. Since that's a little bit earlier, since I do have the vehicles in, I think that's really cool. So that maybe we can, you know, be safe when we're traveling. We should have enough uranium to rocket engines. We got to gather some more of that for sure. A fabric, which I do know we have somewhere. There we go. And it looks like a silicon and an iron. There we go. Cool. So now we can make the vehicle. Sweet. That's going to be down here, but we can always walk up. It's not that big of a deal. We do have our jetpack. And I wonder if this thing ought to be down just a little bit further. I don't think it would hurt anything if it was. So let me go and do that real quick. And then we can have this a little bit better. That way it's not quite as far up, and then we can drive it up here a lot easier. There we go. That's better. Now, let's go ahead and do the vehicle. Awesome. So now we have our vehicle. Our oxygen still goes down, and that's okay, but at least we will be able to, you know, have a way to get around. Now what I gotta go do, there we go. I didn't know, forgot how to get out of it. Since, you know, it's been a while since we drove one of those. Nice big storage, that's gonna help. And that ship up there is mostly done. So that's good. We're just gonna have to see about putting in some more stuff. And what I want to do is check that message. We got a new message, and we need to go check that and see what the heck they want to know. Okay, message from Sentinel Corporation. Planet specifications, Humble 1P16B. Corporate ownership, Starform Robotics. Oh yeah, we gotta get that chest. Habitability level, no. Okay, sector Ezekiel Prime. Okay, so it's in the Prime sector. History, first acquired by Starform Robotics. There is now a dispute in the Galactic Accreditation Court over its ownership. Planet Humble is located in the Prime Sector, pre-civilization sector, crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big spaceports. Sector has 842 planets. Wow. 13,511 stars and is 7,000 parsecs wide. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. Okay, cool. Let's go gather that chest that I completely forgot about. That is somewhere out there. On that rock right out there, straight ahead. Not the first one, but the second one. And let's go gather up that stuff in that chest. We could have drove over there, but I wasn't thinking about it when I took off. So, just go get this done so we have it. I think it's going to be awesome to have a nice another chest here. I think that's cool how they kind of hide this stuff in plain sight. I think that's awesome. And I really do like all the good quality stuff in here. That's cool. Okay, and now we have that. Awesome. So now we have another chest of the star for quality. That's cool. Kind of like this, the golden chests. Alright, well, we got our rocket platform built, but we don't have any way to get the rockets yet because, well, we gotta build the rockets, and that's going to require quite a few resources. And we have our vehicle platform. We also have the vehicle. We're getting stuff out of that green ship up there, and we found out about a red ship on the other side of our base, along with some osmium and super alloy and some other things up there. So that is really cool. I do like that part a lot. This is Planet Crafter. Thank you for joining me here. If you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video. And we just got some more stuff. So we have some effigies, and we had a driller that we're getting sulfur from too. So we're definitely gonna have to think about building quite a few more things. And again, I'm gonna probably start building this into our storage facility that we don't have anything in, so we can begin putting stuff in here, and I can move some stuff around and get kind of figured out what we're gonna do with it. So if you enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video. If you're new here, like what you see, consider subscribing, and I will talk to you next time. I did get in the other energy too, so there is that. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye bye.